at the center of the mat. Interlace the hands behind the head and start to push down into the left foot. And as you push down into the left foot, let the spine first lengthen upward, but then let your body start to reach over to the right and maybe even back a little. I'm going to go to the side so you can see what my spine is doing. And I want you to remember what we explored here, the reaching with the arms and the foot and how that allowed you to support the spine. And look, I'm not bending that much, right? So release any idea of that, the back bend here being deep. And then let's swap sides. So you push down into the right foot, letting the spine lengthen and open. And then keep playing with this, but you can allow the feet to change positions. And you want to make sure you're feeling this really more in the front of the body. If you're noticing anything in the low back, it means you're probably going a little too far, and the extension is coming more from the low back than the upper back. The next time you're swaying over to the left, bend the left knee, release the arms to a T, and slide the right foot behind you for a curtsy. Bring equal weight in both feet, and if you're not sure where your feet should be, it should feel really buoyant. So take a moment, like if you're too far, you're going to feel it too much in the front hip. So wiggle around, find a space where you can have equal weight in both feet, and then play with a little bit of a side bend here. Push into the back foot and notice how that pushing can help you open and explore a little bit of side bending, a little bit of back bending. And then push down into the front foot and slowly rise up into crane. And try to feel as relaxed as possible here. And then set the right foot down, and we'll explore this on the other side. So let's see, we came into it. Push into the left foot, let your body reach and open, and then bend into the right knee and slide the left foot behind you. Bend both knees, equal weight in both feet. Take a couple of curtsies and then open your arms and allow the spine to play a little bit. Allow it to dance in the wind. Can explore a little bit of back bending only if that feels good. I feel like a few years ago, if I had tried to back bend here, I probably would have not felt great. So don't expect that that will be awesome for everyone. And then start to push down into the right foot and hover the left knee, pause. Get as stable and grounded as possible. Set the left foot down this time, and now we'll add on. So shift into the left foot, hover the right knee, and from here keep the pelvis as steady and level as possible as you start to kick the foot back and open the arms for a modified dancer. So play with a couple of those. And the next time the foot is behind you, you can step it back and play with your curtsy. And then shift the weight forward, and we'll switch feet. So now the weight comes over into the right foot, crane. Level pelvis, modified dancer, not a deep back bend. And then just play with that a couple of times. And I really like to focus on just lifting my foot, and that helps my hips stay a lot more relaxed. If I'm just like, oh, lift foot instead of engage hip. So you can try that. And the next time the leg comes back, cross it behind and play with your curtsy. Shift the weight into the right foot. And then step the left foot down. Pause at center. Take a couple of centering breaths. Find a drishti, a steady gaze point. And we're just going to breathe for 1 minute, gazing at that point. Close the mouth, breathe through the nose. A nice goal is about 5 breaths, so nice and slow. Let the mind relax, let the body relax. Oh, on our end, the track just ended, so that was awesome. We'll go to the final track, the one I'm most excited about. It's Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy from the Nutcracker. You might not have realized that you were preparing to dance a ballet, but we are all ready now to do our dance. And we're going to add just a little more on, so it's actually going to be fun to turn to face the short edge of the mat. And I'm going to demo just one time. We're doing everything you just did, but with one transition. So we'll play with our Nutcracker into our dancer pose. We'll go into that same curtsy, and then the next time we come here, we'll actually step the foot back and go all the way to the other side, where we can do the same thing here. And we've got our curtsy back into, I'm calling this Nutcracker now, actually. And then we'll transition over to the other side, or however you want to do it, but I'll talk you through it that way. So let's turn to the left, come to the short edge of the mat, paw out the feet. We are balancing, so I invite you to find your drishti. And the next time the weight is in the left foot, relax the arms down and hover the right knee for your Nutcracker and start to flow effortlessly back and forth between that and your dancer pose. The next time the foot comes back, cross it behind. Take your curtsy. Option to put your left hand on the hip so you have a little bit more space to explore the spine. Can get kind of dramatic with your fingertips here. And then shift the weight back into the balancing Nutcracker. Slide the right foot back and turn all the way to the other side. Shift the weight, Nutcracker, into the other side. Pause there and then start to sparkle between those two shapes, and the pelvis stays neutral, right? The leg is going to want to tip the pelvis, so it takes a lot of stability to remain firm. Cross the leg behind. You've got your curtsy. Try pushing into the back foot, letting the whole side body open. Try a little spinal extension if that feels safe. And then return to your Nutcracker and slide the foot back, turning all the way to the other side. So once you've got the hang of it, you can go on at your own pace. You can add things, subtract things, or you can pause in a shape and explore it a little bit longer as long as you're breathing. As your body gets more used to the sequence, see if you can relax and apply less effort. See how little effort you can apply. And the magic is when you do that, more comes alive. You move more gracefully. You actually get stronger, even though it feels easier. Let's do one more round to each side, or whatever your body's craving. Maybe on this last round you want to hold dancer pose and grab the ankle just to see what's happening there, or go a little deeper into the curtsy. It can be fun to lower the back knee if the body feels ready for that. And after you have curtsied, with the right foot forward, you're balanced out, so we can meet in nutcracker, and then lower the left foot. And pause and feel your focus drop into the soles of the feet. There was a lot of movement. Sometimes there's a vibration or a sense of energy flowing, and see if you can feel that, but also feel grounded and connected to the earth.